Be honest, how many times have you looked at a photo of yourself and thought, ugh, I look terrible? But here's the twist. Science says you probably look better than you think. This isn't about makeup tricks or gym routines. This is about psychology, the way your brain lies to you, and philosophy, which reminds us that beauty is never just skin deep. So let's figure out why you feel unattractive and why that feeling is often completely wrong. First, psychology. Your brain is wired to judge yourself unfairly. 3 reasons. 1. The mere exposure effect. You're used to the face in the mirror. That's your default. But photos flip your features, so when you see a camera version, it feels unfamiliar. To others, though, that's the face they've always seen, and they like it just fine. 2. Negativity bias. Our brains are survival machines. They're designed to spot threats, or in this case, flaws. That tiny wrinkle, pimple, or crooked smile, you notice it instantly. Other people barely register it. 3. Social comparison. On Instagram or TikTok, you're not comparing yourself to real humans, you're comparing yourself to filtered, staged, and edited versions. Against that, of course you feel below average, but it's a false game. Now, let's shift gears. Philosophers have wrestled with beauty for centuries. Plato believed beauty points to something eternal: harmony, balance, proportion. What he meant is simple. When things fit together in a way that feels right, we call it beautiful. It could be the symmetry of a face, the flow of music, or even the balance in nature. For Plato, beauty wasn't about fashion. It was about timeless order. Nietzsche flipped the idea. He said, don't just accept society's rules of what's beautiful. He pushed us to create our own values, to decide what beauty means for us personally. The Stoics took a practical approach. You can't control your bone structure or your height, but you can control your character, your choices, your integrity, and to them, that's what leaves the most lasting impression. Here's the uplifting part. Strangers often rate us more attractive than we rate ourselves. Why? Because they don't just see features, they see presence, a smile, a kind gesture, a relaxed way of speaking. Psychologists call this the halo effect. When you're warm, kind, or confident, people unconsciously see you as more attractive. Or, as the philosopher Kant put it, inner dignity radiates outward. So you may feel ordinary, but in someone else's eyes, you're already carrying more beauty than you realize. Why does this matter? Because self-image shapes your life. If you believe you're unattractive, you shrink. You avoid attention, walk with less confidence, miss chances. But when you realize your self-judgment is distorted, you carry yourself differently. People respond differently. Opportunities open up. And here's the deeper lesson from philosophy. If you chase validation, you'll always feel not enough. But if you ask instead, am I living beautifully? Beauty becomes less about approval and more about how you live, love, and act. So here's what to keep in mind. That photo you hate, it's just your brain resisting something unfamiliar. Kindness and curiosity are forms of beauty anyone can practice, and they glow brighter than filters. Instead of asking, am I attractive? Try asking, am I living beautifully? That's the shift that lasts. You're probably better looking than you've ever allowed yourself to believe. But more importantly, you are more than how you look. And as life keeps flowing, the real question isn't whether you fit some standard. It's whether you're living with beauty in your actions, in your choices, in your being. Because at the end of the day, the life must go on.